Hi everyone, it's Miss Hagley. Glad that you could join me today. Wondering if you have time to sit and listen to a Pete the Cat story. It goes right along with, hopefully you've been watching Mrs. O'Brien's Caterpillar Diary, and it goes along with that. So the story I'd like to read to you is Pete the Cat and the Cool Caterpillar. So also I wanted to show you, I don't know if you remember, if you even did it, but this is a craft that I did on our YouTube channel a few weeks back on how to make your own Pete the Cat. So if you haven't done it yet and you want to make one, just look back on our videos and I have a little craft that explains how to do this. So I've kept it just in case I wanted to read a couple more Pete the Cat books, which I do. And the one today is Pete the Cat and the Cool Caterpillar. So let's get started. Pete is on a bug safari. He and his friends are looking for bugs. How many bugs can they find? Kaylee spots a tiny black ant. It's building an anthill, she says. Groovy, says Pete. Gus finds a round red ladybug in the mint patch. It has 9 spots, says Gus. Nice, says Pete. Marty sees a big black spider. It caught a fly, he says. Neat, says Pete. Pete finds a green caterpillar in the flower pot. I'll bring this home to show Mom and Dad, he says. You see the caterpillar right there? Mom helps Pete build a home for the caterpillar. They use a big jar. Dad puts lots of little holes in the lid for air. Pete puts the caterpillar in the jar. Pete puts some leaves in the jar for the caterpillar to eat. He adds a twig for it to crawl on, too. Good night, Pete, says Mom. Good night, Pete, says Dad. Good night, caterpillar, says Pete. When Pete wakes up, the caterpillar's gone. Oh, where did it go? Did it run away? It's not gone, says Mom. It didn't run away, says Dad. Look, they say. Can you see what happened overnight? The caterpillar's inside there, says Mom. It's called a pupa. So I want to stop here. So they're calling it a pupa in the story. We call it a chrysalis at school, and Mrs. O'Brien's been calling it a chrysalis. But you've also probably heard the word cocoon. So those 3 words are very similar in what they mean. So it's just when the caterpillar surrounds itself and is inside and doing all sorts of magical things. So in the story, it's called a pupa, okay? Will it stay in there forever, asks Pete. No, said Dad. The caterpillar is changing into something new. So we're waiting for that too with Mrs. O'Brien's caterpillars. What will it become, Pete asks. It's a surprise, says Mom. We must wait and see. Pete waits. Kaylee comes to visit. Did it come out yet, she asks. Not yet, says Pete. Pete waits some more. Gus comes to visit. Did it come out yet, he asks. Not yet, says Pete. Pete waits even longer. Marty comes to visit. Did it come out yet, he asks. Not yet, said Pete. Pete waits, and he waits, and he waits. Then, one day, something finally happens. Can you see it there? And these little marks are showing that it's wiggling a little bit, so let's wait and see. The pupa starts to wiggle. Something's happening, says Pete. It wiggles some more, and everyone comes over to watch. The pupa cracks open. Something is coming out. What can it be? Can you see right here? Something's happening. The head pokes out, then some legs, and then 2 colorful wings. The caterpillar changed into a beautiful butterfly. Wow, says Pete. The butterfly slowly moves its wings up and down, and it's ready to fly. They take the jar to the park. Time to say goodbye, says Dad. Pete opens the lid of the jar. The butterfly flaps its wings, and it flutters out of the jar and lands right on Pete's nose. That tickles, he says. Then the butterfly flies up into the sky. Bye-bye, butterfly, everyone says. Let's find a new caterpillar, said Pete. Change is pretty cool. So, we're at the stage where we're just waiting, and we're being very patient, and Mrs. O'Brien is being so good in showing us every day what's happening with the chrysalises. So just hold tight, wait a couple more days, and some exciting stuff is going to be happening. So I hope everybody's doing good. Again, miss you so much, and the weather is turning fabulous. So I hope everybody's getting outside, enjoying the sunshine and the warmth, riding your bike, going for walks, looking at just all the beautiful things that are happening outside. So take care. Miss you guys. Bye-bye.